These men with 3 3/4 laps ahead of them, they've gone off quickly, but it needs to be 55 seconds at 400 metres, not 54, not 56. Alan Webb, up for the job seemingly, has a fresh 800 metres personal best. I was chatting to him in the lift this morning, run 45.8 last week. Much needed improvement on his 800 metre personal best that was 3 years old. Lagat back in about 4th place, 5th place at the moment, but it is indeed the two pacemakers who lead.
Now Barla, look, on the shoulder of Lagat, and Lagat was walking around the hotel with the newspaper article written by Barla, who said he couldn't finish. He was ranting. He said, I am going to prove to him that I can finish. We shall see. But Barla, in front of his home crowd, is a real talent.
54.82 at 400 metres, absolutely spot on from Philemon Kimutai. What a good job he's done, because most of the field will have gone through the main protagonists in around 55.5. He continues to lead down the back straight. 500 metres gone. Boulafan in second. Alan Webb looks very much up for the task. He's in 3rd place at the moment, the little American, who was such a huge talent. Still only 24 years old. Won the American title a couple of weeks ago. Remember, he's the lad who at 17 broke Jim Ryan's legendary high school record that had stood for 36 years old for the mile. 3:53 he ran as a high school student.
Well, in the middle there in 4th place in this lineup at the moment is Suleiman Simotwo of Kenya. He's 26 now, 3:31.98 this season. Didn't do so well in Oslo. He was 8th in that mile, but looks good on time. He could be there, and he's in contention at the moment. Barla's there. So is Lagat following Barla now.
1:52 at 800 metres, 1:52.28. That lap 57.4 has slipped slightly. That's a shame. Now Boulafan takes the lead, and he surely will push on, having seen the 800 metre time being down a bit. It's Boulafan from Webb, from Simotwo, Barla in 4th place, and Lagat beginning to lose a bit of ground. The gap is appearing there, and I'm surprised that so early on, Bernard Lagat, who's a sub-13-minute 5,000 metre man, has enormous strength, has allowed that gap to grow. So into the straight then for the penultimate time, and it's still Boulafan as they come down towards the bell. Lagat leading the chasing pack, but there's a 6 or 7 metre gap to the bell, to the main group, and Webb leads through the bell from Mary Bala. The pace has slipped slightly over the last 400 metres. Suwotwo in 3rd place. Can he cause a surprise? Big gap back to the chasing pack as this trio come through 1,200 metres. 2:49.3. It's a couple of seconds off what they wanted, but it is still quick. 57 seconds, that 3rd lap. Now Bala cuts loose. Bala kicks hard. Always looks so relaxed as Mehdi Bala when he's going flat out. And Alan Webb is dogging his heels. Can Webb stay there? The American. This would be a famous victory if he could catch the Frenchman and beat him in front of the home crowd. Just bides his time there, does Alan Webb. Psychologically, so much easier to be on the shoulder of somebody, but down the home straight, both athletes flat out. Bala, has he got the strength? The legs are going. Webb is pumping hard with his arms, and he's going to get there. And a marvellous win for Alan Webb there. 3:30.55 for Webb. Bala is beaten. The crowd drops to almost complete silence here in the Stade de France. 55.6 that 2nd lap, and that for Alan Webb is one of the biggest victories of his career. Fantastic race to boot, Stuart, for the American champion. Things really have gone sweetly this evening.
Well, he was always in the right place at the right time, wasn't he? He saw Bala go, he tagged on to Bala, and Bala set a magnificent pace that suited him brilliantly. And of course, at this stage, he must have thought to himself, okay, I've got a little bit of extra. You can see the tension in Bala's face now, the grimace on his face as the American comes past him. A very good run. 3 times the American champion, this man, but this is his finest victory. He beats a man who really is one of the greats of middle distance running in Europe. That's a terrific run. World best time too as well for Webb, 3:30, and that is a sensational 3:30.55. We'll get the official time shortly, but Bala struggled in the end and Webb took it, and what a good win.
Well, for me, the race of the night, this one, the 1500 metres. Alan Webb winning in 3:30.54, the fastest time in the world over Mehdi Bala in front.